What is going on, YouTube? It is SuperJirachi here. Today we're playing more Pokemon Showdown, and we're just going to use my sand team that I've used before. I'll go over it real quick. Red card Mimikyu, make sure we don't lose to anything that gets out of hand. Klefki lead with Screens, Toxic, and Spikes. Pretty decent for opposing Landorus lead, which we're actually weak to. It's weird that a Klefki will kind of be our answer for that, but I mean, we can get up Reflect for it, and then we can Toxic it and just wear it down. So we have Mega T-Tar, Dragon Dance 3 attacks with Ice Punch for, again, Landorus because we're weak to it. Balloon, Excadrill, which is also good for, or also a check for Landorus. Just get some quick damage off. Before they pop the Balloon, we have Toxapex, Staple, and we have Jirachi with Happy Hour, or Z Happy Hour with Thunder Punch for Greninja. So, should be good. We will hop right in and get some good games. Should be fine. Hopefully we can get some extra points. Haven't been on this ladder in a while on this account. And we hop right in. Opponent has some cool mons. His fastest mon looks to be Mew or Scarfed Darmanitan. Got nice priority. I like his team. I really do. Let's see. So our game plan for this, I'm pretty sure we can lead with this, but it's bad against opposing Ferrothorn lead, as he can get up all the spikes he wants. Let's see. I think Jirachi actually does moderately well as soon as I weaken this. I think it's just the Venusaur is going to be an issue, so we will lead Tyranitar. Yeah, because I didn't have a switch in for this mon, and I kind of still don't if he has the superpower, but we'll scout for it right here. And yeah, okay, cool. So he does just go for the superpower. That's exactly what we expected. What comes in on us? Fenny or Pharaoh, possibly even Mutataunt. We'll just get up a T-Spike. Yeah, as we thought he'd go Pharaoh, and we can now go. We can even set up all the spikes, but wow, Pharaoh's kind of an issue too. Before we like Happy Hour up, I guess. Yeah, we'll just go hard Jirachi and just Fire Punch and see if he stays in. I don't know what your immediate switch into Jirachi is. I mean, if you go hard, like, you could literally just go hard Darmanitan, and it would, like, probably just eat up anything that I want to do. He gets up rocks, and we'll Fire Punch immediately. It's max attack Fire Punch, which actually, yeah, it only does, like, half, but I mean, at the same time, it still does half. That's not that bad. So, where are you going? Darmanitan, I feel like he wouldn't sack this at all. Is it worth trying to... It's not worth trying to attack him again. I don't think, anyway. In fact, nah, we'll make the safe play and just attack him. Yeah, okay. Always make the safe play and go for the 2-hit KO. Definitely. A lot of times I fall victim to trying to make the hard play, I want to say. And so he actually goes Fenny and gets poisoned, which is really good for us. A lot of times I fall victim myself to trying to make the hard play and like double when I don't exactly need to, especially early game. And a lot of times you just don't need to do that. So I've been trying to learn to not do that very often. The best thing you can actually hit me with is like Moonblast, Surf, Nature's Power. So I'm actually just gonna Z Happy Hour up because hopefully we can beat this 1v1. Okay, cool. So he has Shadow Ball, which I didn't expect. That's pretty interesting, to be honest, but we'll hit him with a Thunder Punch and just weaken this Tapu Fini. So both of his walls are now either gone or weakened in Pharaoh and Fini. I mean, I guess Mew kind of counts, but we're actually looking not that bad. Eventually I want to be able to Rapid Spin, but now doesn't seem to be the time. This Tapu Fini is actually on a timer, so we're going to take this time to get up first a screen. In fact, no, we'll just set up a Spike immediately. Yeah, we'll set up a Spike immediately. It's like he can't really stay in, like he can defog for us, which is actually just amazing. I don't think he will. I don't think that T-Spike matters that much because Venusaur just eats it up. But we can get up a Spike, and even if he wants to defog, then he will eventually die to poison, so he won't be able to do very much. And we'll light screen here, just to make sure it stays up a little bit longer. Because obviously this mon is just here to set up screens and die. And we'll set up a... Do I need another Spike? Let's see. He's dying to... He'll live one more turn. So we'll spike, and then we'll... Yeah, I think defog for him would be actually a really good play. In fact, we can keep this alive if we want. Just for screens later. That might be the play. We'll actually go Toxapex right now, which kind of invites in his one of his mons, but at the same time, it's not that big of an issue because we can switch out and get regen. And what it doesn't do is it doesn't allow a Darmanitan in, which is what I wanted. So he goes into this monster, this ginormous threat, and we didn't get up a reflect, did we? That's kind of an issue, but we can also scare him out at the same time. I don't know what you would go for, so I'll go Mimikyu and force him out as Earthquake comes in. Yeah, right out of there. So he is forced to dip, and again, we really don't want to let this thing. In fact, this mon doesn't really do too much except for like even Mew. It doesn't really smack. I think we can Shadow Sneak for damage, just to weaken him again for the attack. Yeah, because that into poison, so he only has one more turn to stay in regardless. And now might be a decent time to set up that screen. By decent, I only mean decent, because he dies to hazards too. I could even go T-Tar and just double to Toxapex to kill him, or I could just go hard Toxapex, and yeah, that's not that bad, is it? And recover. We'll recover right here, just in case he's not Scarf. You could actually be Z on this, couldn't you? See, I don't know why you would bother saving that. You can defog later. But like, what does that even do? You can't switch in at all. So I guess Scald was probably the better play. So this is the last hurdle that we need to get through. And between Ironhead flinching him down, and we'll actually go for a Scald Burn immediately. He goes for Seeds. And that's not too big of an issue because he's not actually dealing with us, I want to say. And if I can burn him, then it'll be a lot easier for me, which is what I want. So let's see, Toxapex versus Venusaur. This is what we hate the end game to be. And my Stall Breaker doesn't really beat Venusaur too well because I can't set up on it in T-Tar, but eventually I'm going to attempt to get in Klefki and get up a screen so we can set up at least one time with Venusaur and do, or with Tyranitar, I want to say, and do some damage. So I'll Scald one more time. In fact, I guess I'll just Scald until I get the burn. Like, there's no real reason to not be patient. We have all day, don't we? We have literally all day, as he actually switches out into Conkeldurr, which is a good play because he already has the Seeds on me, so he's not taking virtually anything from that, even with the poison. What does he want to go for? This is actually kind of an issue. I think we might have to sack our Klefki here. Yeah, because I can't have the Seeds up on me versus this Conkeldurr. Yeah. We'll just sack here, and then, okay, so that's wearing him down is the thing. So yeah, I actually need this Mon alive for, just this Mon. It's only this Mon because, the Darmanitan dies to hazards. And, yeah, I mean, Megatar probably lives one Mach Punch. Actually, I'm not even sure. Like, Conkeldurr's a freaking threat. Look at him. He's holding giant, like, cement tablets. So after that, like, I can't really say anything. He might just not even... My Tyranitar might just fall over to a Mach Punch. But let's see what he wants to do. He doesn't have his recovery anymore from my Leech Seed, which is, again, what I wanted. So if he gets rid of the hazards, or if he switches out and doesn't get rid of the hazards, he's going to come back in on, I think it's like 18% or 24, something like that, and then also poison. So I will have effectively pretty much beaten him, and he even gives me the damage with Scald that I needed. And I think that he will definitely Earthquake again. So I will make the switch into my Balloon Excadrill, and hopefully he goes for another Earthquake. Excellent, very good. So yeah, he didn't see that coming, and we get rid of the Conkeldurr right there. So that's excellent for us. Excellent, excellent. See, there's the tech coming. I'm telling you, Balloon Excadrill is not the worst in the world. And now I believe he has to go to, yeah, alright, cool. So he sacks Darmanitan for literally no reason. That's excellent for us. And he goes Venusaur right now. So here's, like I said, the last hurdle that we have to deal with. I'll Ironhead flinch him. Yeah, alright, cool. Notice how I didn't say try and Iron hit him down. I said Iron Head flinch him, and that's exactly what happened. So now we can Earthquake for the 2-hit KO, and that's a GG is what it is looking like. It is looking like a clean GG. So this was a very good game for us. Let's see, the Mimikyu put in work. The Conkeldurr was actually a complete threat. That's really insane. He forfeits there, yeah. Insult to injury, just flinching him one more time. But yeah, I really like this team. Like I said, I've used this team before, and I originally made it for a tournament that I was going to play in, which I ended up not playing in, which is pretty cool. But I mean, it inspired me to make this really cool team, so I can't really say anything. Versus this team, we see nice Blissey offense, great, nice and toxic. But we can beat this. Let's see. So, his Rocker's this Gliscor. Let's see. We don't have Ice Punch on this. We do have Ice Punch on this. I want to say that, like, our T-Tar can do something, but again, like, Mega Lopunny is just a complete issue. We'll just lead our Klefki and try and get up screens immediately. Yeah, we'll lead and reflect. This is actually a real issue. Actually, it's kind of not, because, like, yeah, I really don't care about this Dragonite, because I have my, Mimikyu at the end of the day. So he's really not doing too much to us, and we even have Balloon Excadrill as well. I want to keep this alive. This is probably Z Supersonic Sky Strike. We'll go Excadrill one time and just break his scale. Yeah, we'll break your multi-scale. We're actually Adamant too, which is like not the best in this exact scenario. This does 150, this does 120. The Rock Slide is better, but it has only 90%. He's actually, okay, so he switches out there. Maybe he thought we were, maybe he just really feared the attack. I probably should have, but he's getting up rocks for certain. Does this even beat us? Like, what do you have U-turn? I have no idea if this Gliscor actually beats us since we're on a balloon. Sub SD, okay. Are you Earthquake? Like, you're not toxic. Sub SD Facade, I want to say. Sub Protect, okay. I'm not seeing it yet. What did our Iron Head actually did? Not enough. So I guess you just try and stall us out. Like, that's annoying. Yeah, I think he beats us if he stalls us out. Well, that's unfortunate. Wow. What do I do against this? I mean, this is literally like this is kind of my answer, to be honest, to this Gliscor. Other than, like, I mean, well, this particular Gliscor, because I mean, who in the right mind runs like Sub Protect? It's Sub Protect, Toxic, Earthquake. That's exactly what it is, I think. But again, how do I beat this? Like, I can probably stall him out. He has 16 and 16, and I have 24 and 14. I'm not sure if this even breaks the sub though. So okay, so he goes hard Blacephalon, understanding that we most likely beat him down, and we have a Tyranitar for this Blacephalon, and I'm just gonna go to this and then fire off a Stone Edge after he attacks me. He actually tricks, which we're Mega, so it doesn't work like that. Nobody, it does not work like that, so we will fire off a Stone Edge on incoming either Lopunny, Gliscor, definitely Gliscor. I don't know if I'm faster than his variant, but I will. I want to get greedy on him. Kind of want to get greedy on him. The worst he can do is Earthquake me. Yeah, let's get greedy on him. How dare you? Just because this freaking Gliscor annoyed the crap out of me. Like, look at him. Look at him. Got a Dragon Dance in their face every single time, so we get rid of that Mon, and I think Mega Lopunny will come out as he'll be faster than us, even at max speed +1. Yep, there's Mega Lopunny. The God. Let's see. We'll just go hard Toxapex, as he can't really do anything to us, and we can set up a T-Spike, I want to say. Alternatively, we could predict the Zapdos coming in. Again, that's the hard play that, like, no one really needed to make. We'll T-Spike because it forces, I want to say it forces Zapdos to use up its Mega Slot, or use up his Defog, is what I want to say. Not his Mega Slot. If he Heat Waves right here, it's a good play. I see Thunderbolts. We'll Rock Slide. Actually, this is probably not the best play because we kind of want this. Do we need this? We don't really need our are sturdy. As he's actually, it's like he's offensive, but he's not, because I don't know what that was. He's not fast, but like I also don't think he's defensive because he took a lot from that rock slide. But anyway, we'll go for rock slide on incoming Dragonite, which is great because we needed to break his multi-scale for certain, and he actually gets the okay. That's not the best, as he gets his weakness policy, but again, you can't lose to something like this if you have red card Mimikyu in the back. You take 0 and then you red card him out. It's broken. It's amazing. So anyway, I believe we can just go right out into it, can't we? Yeah, like I'm not taking any damage from you. We even get an extreme speed, so he'll get switched out right now, and I believe Play Rough does a bunch of damage to this, and this gets knocked down anyway. We'll just Play Rough. We're also faster, which I didn't expect, as he Earthquakes, and we get him out into Blacephalon, and we will just Shadow Sneak right here. The worst thing that can come out is like Lopunny. That's amazing. He does like 0 damage to us. He does 0 work, and with his Dragonite, we pick up the Blacephalon right there with the Shadow Sneak. Excellent. And Mega Lopunny comes out. So what do we do to this mon? I think, don't we live? Yeah, we're fairy type, so we definitely live the attack. I don't know how Scrappy works. Like, does he just get immediate like, does the fairy type even work against that? I don't know if I like live or what happens. We just go Toxapex because it's very safe, and we're actually faster than Dragonite with our Mimikyu, which I didn't expect. I guess he's adamant, or maybe I'm just all the way faster. I'm not too certain how that works. This time I think we will make the double. Like, we really don't need to though. We're not in the back at all, and like his mons are just getting weird. His mons are just getting worn down like for certain, like really easily. We'll go Klefki. Yeah, and we'll just get up a Toxic on this Zapdos just to make sure we beat it later. Toxic immediately, and then we'll set up screens. As he might even he'll probably go for Heat Wave, I want to say. But yeah, this is looking like a wrap. Like, I don't understand how he wins. Yeah, as he goes for Roost. So yeah, we're predicting him immaculately, and there's really nothing he can do at this point. Like, you can, honestly, this is why you have Toxic on your Klefki, because then you can just continuously set up screens, and it doesn't matter what they do to you, because it just doesn't matter what they do to you, because you will immediately be able to set up screens on them no matter what. So I think Earthquake is actually coming out here, which we don't have a switch in for, so we'll just Toxic just to KO him. Yeah, okay, we even live. That's very nice. Nice max defense Klefki. This set is just completely broken. This is literally, so you're looking at the most tryhard thing I could come up with, right? This is just the most I don't even want to say standard, because like Klefki offense is not like that standard, but it's like sand, and like it's the most broken thing I could come up with, the most broken combination of Pokemon. So it's you can see it's putting in the utmost amount of work. We should have probably got our T-Spike back up there. There's really no reason to Scald at all. Where are you going? Do you Seismic Toss? I mean, I could get up a Spike. Do you beat? I mean, I'll just go Driller and try and like get some damage off on you. Yeah, okay. So you do that, and then I can Iron Head right now. Just try and get a flinch. Yeah, all right. So our Excadrill is flinching like a boss today. Like, he actually has never cared a day in his life. And our Earthquake is doing 50, which is not enough. I want to say it's not enough to beat this Blissey somehow because of his lefties. And yeah, I was about to say, if you want to let us try and flinch you again, like, give us all the opportunities. And I think that our Jirachi actually just wins, but he could actually go for a Thunder Wave. That's the only issue. The only issue that I see. I think we can still win with it. Like, we'll just go out to it, and he can Thunder Wave us all he wants, and we'll still be faster after the +1 boost from Normalium Z. And we'll live a hit from Zapdos or Lopunny respectively. And he actually goes hard Zapdos. So, get a nice happy hour off, nice half off, nice half drinks. So, we can go into this mon and Wish does more. Like, I want to just try and flinch him down. is I think the play. I don't know if he's static or no, he's actually pressure, so we can probably flinch him down. This does 75. This does 120, 80, no 120, 60. But this one can flinch, and he's on toxic, so we want to try and flinch him. As we do, like I said, if our extra drill is flinching, then you already know our Jirachi is gonna flinch him all the way down. Like, there's no chance for the Zapdos. Yeah. Get flinched. This guy got flinched 4 times in a row. I would have probably quit, but I mean that's what Jirachi does though. So you can't really say anything after that. And I'm pretty sure we just win right now with our Jirachi. We're faster than this every time. Yeah, we are. So yeah, he doesn't even want to. Yeah, so he just dies right there. Literally just falls all the way over, and that's a GG right there. So versus Lil Breezy. I feel like I've actually played him again. Or I feel like I've actually played against him in previous lives. So we have opposing Sand plus Bulu plus, I don't even know what seed this is, but plus Seed Halucha for Unburden, plus this, a bunch of threats, and to top it all off, he has a nice standard Landorus. Nice Stando Lando. Versus this, we just lead Klefki. He leads Coco, and we will get up screen to start. In fact, we could have even gone hard Driller, and we will go hard Driller right now on the next Thunderbolt. And I believe he'll want a U-turn. Most likely to break our balloon. We probably shouldn't have revealed this so soon. We'll go back to Klefki. Yeah, on expected Landorus. And we will protect, or we'll reflect first on the Earthquake. That actually KO, so he's offensive as heck. Jesus. There's no way. There's actually no way. Versus this, like, there's nothing we can really do except for try and, like, set up in his face. We have the screen up. I hope he just gets up rocks, because that'll give us the extra turn that we need. Like I said, we can, if he sets up rocks, we can most likely set up 3 boosts and just sweep him, because he doesn't have any sort of priority on his team, is what I've noticed. It's just Scarf Kartana. So we only need 2 boosts to beat him. You could literally U-turn out if you want right now. This is just an issue. This is literally just an issue. Ice Punch might be the better play, but you know, this is what we wanted to do. We have double screens up, and I just want to put in some work with Megatar, especially since we lost our Klefki like so early. We weren't expecting to die from that attack. As he's smart to Earthquake first, and we'll Ice Punch right now. Yeah, so we still got rid of the Landorus, but we're a little bit lower than we expected. That Landorus was so offensive, I can't believe it. So he's for certain going for Sacred Sword, so I can probably just go into Mimikyu. And yeah, so we don't take anything from that. And I'm looking for your play up switch-ins, and they don't seem to exist. So if you're Scarf this, which I think you would be on this team, then yeah, Bulu. Alright, so I guess Bulu is kind of an answer, so I can't really say he didn't have one, because that kind of eats it up. We don't want to waste our red card just yet, nor our ghost type, because it's immunity to his Sacred Sword. So against this, I think we could literally go Jirachi and Ironhead a couple of times. We could also go Jirachi and the Happy Hour. Jirachi's actually amazing in this. Why didn't I notice that? Jirachi is a beast. Takes it from Kartana and actually, okay, so we'll go Toxapex first. And most likely double to Jirachi. Yeah, we have the screen. We could have just gone hard Jirachi. That was the play right there. Yeah, so Coco actually comes in. Terrain boosted Coco. That's a scary sight. Let's see. Thunderbolt actually comes in. So yeah, I think I screwed up there because I didn't remember I had the screen up. And versus that, so either way, it's kind of fine. And Ironhead can kind of blow something back, I want to say. Let's see. I can Ironhead this. I can Ironhead everything except for this. So if you go hard Mon, then yeah. As you saw, we took a long time, so he decided that his best play was to try and predict the switch. He probably immediately clicked the U-turn, but he's like, oh, he might double again, so there's no point, right? Let's see. I feel like another Ironhead is fine. Alright, so this time he goes Kartana. Not wanting to sack the Coco just yet. I think you should Leaf Blade here. Every time. It's funny that he has the Bulu plus Kartana, which is Grassy Terrain boosted Leaf Blades. He's going for knockoff right now, so I believe Scald isn't the worst play. Scald's definitely not the worst play, but also T-Spike is probably fine. Yeah, so he goes Coco again. This mon is way too good to sack against him. So we have to go Excadrill, I want to say. See, Hidden Power Fire. Okay, Hidden Power Fires this time. An interesting play, and I'm pretty sure that that just beats us down. This is really the only mon that we needed Driller for. Then again, I guess Sand Rush is kind of a thing. So we'll keep him alive, I guess. I suppose. I forgot about Excadrill's best ability. As he goes T-Tar as we go our own. Yeah, so I'm not sure. Like I said, I wanted to set up Jirachi as my that's what I want to do. We'll go Earthquake, and I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure they all run Adamant. So alright, so he crits us there with that. I'm not sure if that mattered at all. We can Z Happy Hour up right now. Is that the play? Or we can just go Excadrill and try and Iron Head like a bunch of times, right? We can legitimately just Iron Head like infinite times versus him. In fact, we could even I could even Earthquake first. Yeah, we'll Earthquake first. I don't think you would go. Okay, so it didn't matter right there. So we actually stayed in, and Bulu actually. I thought Bulu would come out there, but probably not. So we're faster than Kartana. I think we're even faster than most versions of Hawlucha under Terrain. Well, he doesn't have the Terrain yet, so I can even try and get off a heavy hit against this monster right here. I'm not sure if Earthquake kills him, but we're gonna see. So he actually doesn't kill him. So he picks up a Leaf Blade KO. But what this gives me is my Jirachi, and it gives me the Z Happy Hour. So that's actually just fine for us. And like I said, this is an uphill battle already. But I think, I want to say, don't quote me on this, but I think that we can come through with our Mon here. As he actually goes hard Tapu Bulu. Possibly thinking we were Scarf, but we're actually we're actually the good set. So don't tread on us yet. So we live a hit from Hawlucha now, and I think we might just win the game because of this. His best play is probably to weaken us with the Kartana, and then like with the potential 3 mons he can beat us is what I'm trying to say. As he actually forfeits. Like he could beat our Jirachi. I don't think he could beat our team after that because he'd have to start sacking things. And yeah, so we win that game right there. Whole squad coming in on fleek. I like that. Against this squad, we have Rain with Thundurus. That's really cool. I really like all the little genie guys. I think Thundurus is probably my favorite, even though everyone and their mom uses Landorus. So versus a team like this, I think I want to lead Jirachi because he might lead Pelipper, and I think I can just like Thunder Punch immediately. I'm not sure what he would want to do with his Pelipper other than like he might just try and damage us. He actually goes Hard Thundurus. He leads Hard Thundurus. So would you Hidden Power Ice immediately? We actually kind of need our Driller's Balloon for... Actually, we kind of don't. Yeah, why do we actually? We really don't. We'll just go Hard Driller. And just try and, I guess, Rock Slide? Yeah, Volt Switch is... Yeah, we're not letting you switch around on us. I think Rock Slide is probably fine. Like, where would you go? Alright, so you would go into this. How do I combat a Tangrowth? I believe... So you would Leech Seed here, possibly, question mark? You wouldn't Earthquake. Alright, so you Leech Seed. Where would you go? I believe you... Wouldn't you just try and set up Rain here? I have no idea. We're just gonna set up a Toxic. on this, yeah. So we Toxic immediately on his HP Fire, and we don't care about that. We definitely want this mon alive though, so we'll go Toxifex, and then we will double out to Jirachi, I want to say, as he's getting a little bit low. And okay, so he goes Celesteela. So Celesteela is literally the hardest mon to deal with on this team. Like, Celesteela is the bane of my existence. We will Fire Punch immediately. We don't want to go for the Thunder Punch because we don't want him to see it coming for the Pelipper. So we'll just Happy Hour up so we live the next hit. If he protects Leech Seed, it doesn't really matter. Or Earthquakes again, obviously. Unless you like Ground EMZ, like that's pretty much the only thing that really KOs us after a +1. Okay, very good. And then the Fire Punch would come out. Yeah, Fire Punch will come out. Okay, cool. So he's Rocky Helmet this. So it's still good that we went for Fire Punch. Keep him a little bit lower, which is what I wanted. We'll set up screens against this guy. A light screen first, followed by a reflect, followed by as many spikes as he can handle. And we should live a few hits from this. Yeah, we should live a few hits. And you're under Toxic too, so the longer you stay in, like, I don't care about that. It legitimately did the same thing to Leech Seed me, because now you're still really low, and I think we can even set up with our T-Tar. That's probably not the right play. I don't think that is actually the correct play. I think the correct play is to go... Maybe it is, though. Maybe we might be able to win very soon. Sooner than I thought. Like I said, this is a really harder game, I want to say. We'll go T-Tar, but I believe the right play is to Earthquake? I literally have no idea. Or Stone Edge. Predicting this, or even this. Yeah, he has 3 Earthquake immunities, and then 1 mon that I haven't broken the sash on. So we'll yeah, we'll Stone Edge immediately on the Celesteela and pick up the KO. That was undoubtedly offensive Celesteela, so I want to say that right now. Yeah, so he's being very cautious with his Pelipper and Swampert combo, as he hasn't switched them in at all yet. This is the first time he has, and we're faster, so we want to just, yeah, we want to Stone Edge immediately. Make sure to get rid of that, and we don't have to deal with that mon anymore. Would you Earthquake immediately? Even if you do, it doesn't matter, but at the same time, we kind of want, like, this is what Mimikyu is here for, is to make sure that this mon can't really do anything to us. So on his Power Punch, we get him there, and the Tangrowth is low. So I think we can we can SD up, and then we can Shadow Claw for the KO. Yeah, that's excellent, excellent. And he hasn't even broken our red card yet, so we can Shadow Sneak immediately. So he actually gets us first. He wins the speed tie. I guess he was actually just already faster, but a Shadow Sneak actually picks up the KO on this. I'm surprised. So +2 Shadow Sneak coming through, and yeah, so we've successfully weakened his team. We've successfully crippled him. And I don't think at +1 you knock us out. So we need to break your disguise as he goes for Shadow Claw. Oh, he's actually red card too. That's cool. That's the tech. But you get in the worst mon that you can't actually KO, I want to say. So we'll just Earthquake you immediately. Ooh, he actually has Wood Hammer. So that was the tech. Whoa, look at this guy. The Wood Hammer. I didn't expect any of that. That's crazy, my guy. Crazy. But we'll Earthquake this and we just win the game because he can't really beat our... Well, is it? I wanna see if we don't actually just lose to this. Cause he Power Punches there. Let's see. We could probably just. I don't know if Play Rough KOs him at all. Like, I know we're faster and all, but whatever. We're men. We're going for Play Rough. Yeah, we don't ever be missing. We're Kobe Bryant in the gym. We don't ever miss. So we pick up the win right there, and we will go for one more, just one more. And again, the team is putting in utmost amount of work. He is Driller right now, so I don't really like his team. Steel flying types like Celesteela and Skarmory. I mean, those are only 2, but the steel flying types like that are real issues for this team. Which is again why I put Thunder Punch on Jirachi. Thunder Punch, Fire Punch. That is against this team. We will lead off with. Let's see. What's the worst opposing lead for us? I'm saying Driller. saying Driller's the worst lead, so we can lead our own Balloon Driller and put in some work. Yeah. Yeah, so he actually realized that too. But ours is on a balloon. So I don't know what you want to do to us. We'll Earthquake. As he just goes for rocks. Alright, cool. So he gives us most of the Driller, and that's exactly what I wanted. And yeah, we can just Rapid Spin for the KO. Like I don't even care. Either I Rapid Spin and you switch out, or I Rapid Spin and pick up the KO. Either way, I get the Rapid Spin off, and your Driller can't do anything to us. So that's very good for us. So, like I said, a good lead on your part will do you wonders. You can win the battle before the battle even starts, literally. I'm sure a wise man once said that. So, let's see. We can go out to... How do we... Again, this is another issue. So, how do we not lose to this mon? I believe Hard Clef Key and Toxic? No, Hard Toxapex and Haze first. Okay. Okay. So, this is what he's going to do to us. In fact, we have Mimikyu at the end of the day, so I don't care. We're gonna T-Spike, and then we're gonna go hard. No, we can't. We can't do that because he's going to... Yeah, he's gonna beat us. Yeah, he's definitely gonna beat us because he has his Mold Breaker. I have no idea how we beat this at all. I have literally no earthly idea. We need the sand. Like, we literally have to just sand and try and beat him down. Wow, this is... I think we might just lose to this, guys. This is a real issue. We'll Reflect, and then we'll go, back to Toxapex. Alright, so he crits us there, which is actually kind of better for us, because now we can go Mimikyu and we'll live, and the red card will activate no matter what. Okay, so that's a little bit better. We'll even SD, predicting Waterfall. Yeah, so go ahead and get up on out of there. Just what I wanted. I don't even care if we flinch there. The important part was to get him out of there so he can't, like, literally sweep us. And I think he's kind of forced our hand here, too. So, our play is to go... So you're for certain... Most likely going to defog. That was a good play. I don't exactly know why you made it, but I'm not sure why I made my play either. I'm not letting you damage our Jirachi like that, so he sets up rocks again, and we'll Rock Slide. In fact, I could have just Rapid Spin. Yeah, that was a misplay. I could have just Rapid Spun for the KO, but whatever. Man, I did it the first time and I didn't do it the second time. I forgot. Anyway, right now I'm just trying to figure out a way we don't lose to this stupid Gyarados. Like, I'm not letting you set up a sub at all. In fact, we're even faster too. So yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. So there's no way that we're losing to that mon if he was just not faster than us. And we still have up our screen. We're looking good. I think you go Keldeo here and just click Water Move. Come on, buddy. Do I have to tell him? Oh, he actually goes Zygarde, which is interesting. Definitely a play. But we have... Our disguise isn't even broken, by the way. So, we could legitimately go Mimikyu. I think we kind of want to. Do we, though? Alternatively, we could just damage this, because what more does this mon do? Doesn't really beat this, unless we have, like... Like, you're not killing us either way, so we'll Earthquake, and we even get a crit there, so we get rewarded. And he actually goes for... Substitute, which is alright, I guess. Eventually he's going to beat us. We'll Earthquake one more time on his 1,000 arrows as we eat it up, and then we'll go Mimikyu. And like I said, it's kind of hard to play around this mon, but we'll go Mimikyu now. Even if we end up sacking it off, then it's not too big of an issue. I'm not sure. At this point, it's really anyone's game. It's really anyone's game. And we'll play rough here. He should know if he's faster than us or not. As we were actually faster, but we miss out on the play rough. So the Zygarde KOs us there. That's annoying, but what are you going to do? And I think we literally have to take a hit from this. That was really our best way of dealing with the Zygarde. And now we have to take a hit. So that's annoying, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, Tyranitar eats one up for breakfast, I want to say. So, yeah. He's not even, like... He's not even, what's the word? He's not even banded. And Zygarde doesn't have the most attacks, so we'll Dragon Dance first. If you go Skarmory, it's fine. I really don't care. I will Stone Edge you. Get off some good damage on him +1. Either way, this is probably fine. If you go like Hard Scarf Keldeo, then I mean you're a beast if you do that, and there's nothing we can do against that. So we're actually still faster. I don't know what kind of Zygarde this is, but bro, you need some speed. Put some speed on this man. In fact, we could. Are we screwing up? Could we just like do this again? Nah, we'll just. Okay, cool. So we could have potentially done that again, but this time we'll Ice Punch again. As he goes for a double protect. I don't know what kind of dude is this? What kind of plays are these? Somebody help me. Goes for a double protect when he has a Skarmory right there just chilling. But either way, maybe it's like the Def Skarm and he's just afraid. But either way, like, come on, it's a Skarm. You eat that up. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So let's see. What do you go to? Now you go to Skarm. Okay, cool. So he hopefully. All right. So he takes the Stone Edge, roots it off. All right. So he's one of these guys. I guess we won't give you this. We'll just go Hard Driller, and we will click the spins. We'll click the spins right now. Hard Lottie. Hard Lottie. I was thinking he might do that. I really wanted to Earthquake. Actually, we have Sand Rush, so Earthquake would have done like nothing for us. We'll go back into this to get up the sand, I guess, and then we'll just start. Okay, so you go for. Why do you? Is that their best attack to hit us? That's interesting. I kind of want to keep this alive just for the sand. What are you going for? Most likely another Ice Beam. Like, what? I don't understand what's going on. Like, I'm going back to Driller. I'm not sure. Like, our way of trying to do something is definitely like Jirachi wins. Jirachi literally just wins right now. So in fact, it doesn't really matter at that point. We're just gonna go. Yeah, we're just gonna go for another Stone Edge. As if we can weaken this enough, then yeah. Okay, so that's actually perfect because we died of poison there, and then we can Z Happy Hour up on this Mon. He tries to actually. That might not be the play. I might just need to attack him immediately. He can Whirlwind us out. That's the Thunder Punch here. That does literal 0. Jesus. Alright, so we might just lose to this. Unless I can sack off the rest of my Mons. Which sounds weird. But I would have to sacrifice the rest of my Mons and then just Happy Hour up so he can't phase me out. So he's going to try and set up spikes to weaken the Jirachi. It's literally Jirachi versus the team right now, because that's nothing else beats this Skarmory at all. We can try and Skull Burn him, but that's about it. We actually landed on the Latios, or Latios, I should say, and we'll. I think he might Trick. It doesn't really matter. Like, Scald is the only play we need to click. We'll save this. Like I said, we can literally sack the rest of our Mons, and it doesn't matter. As long as we have Jirachi. We'll double back just to see if he's Scarfed or not. He's Ice Beam, so he's Bolt Beam. He's most likely, what do I want to say? He's most likely the goodness. What is he? Scarf. Yes, most likely Scarf, Bolt Beam, Draco, and Defog? I don't know. Because it doesn't look like his Skarmory has Defog, which is strange, to say the least. But, I don't know what Skarmory's gone for yet. It's gone for, what, Spike, Roost. About it. So, against this, yeah, we'll Haze you. So, I should have got the T-Spike up earlier against Calm Mind this. Water Gem? Yeah, it's just Water Gem. Like, we don't care about that. And we can... Do we die to the next hit? I don't think we die to any hit. Since you're Calm Mind, I don't think you have any sort of covers. Yeah, so we just live that. And after that, you're not really doing anything to us. Like, +1 Z move didn't do actually anything. So no other attack, even that +1, is going to do anything. So we can just Fish for some burns against anything. I really don't think he can beat Toxapex per se. It's very hard for him. I mean, you have Scarf Lottie. with Thunderbolt, so you can, but it's hard for you. So either way, Skarmory comes in just when I wanted. So let's see if we can get a burn on this mon. Not immediately, but we'll go for it one more time. He spikes Roost, and alright, so there's the burn. So we cancel out his lefties, which is what I wanted, and we can go Driller and spin. We'll just spin first. In fact, we could even Earthquake first. Okay, so he stays in the Brave Bird. Like, I didn't want to let him his Latios for free, so I guess like there was really no point to make that play at all. We'll spin, and he'll Brave Bird and pick up the KO. So since he's lefties and not, so yeah, this is just, I guess it's just free Thunder Punches for us, isn't it? It's just free Thunder Punches for us, because what can you do to us? We can stall out your Roosts immediately. Or, not immediately, like, we can stall out your Roost eventually. I don't think we ever have to, like, switch out and do anything else. So he chooses to do that. I really don't want to let him weaken us. But, like, this is all we can do. If you're Whirlwind, you're Whirlwind. Like, if you're Whirlwind, you're just Whirlwind, and like we just switch out and that's it. Yeah, that's all we can do. So alright, that's annoying. But at the end of the day, like, this is all we can do is try and switch out, or try and, I guess now we just have to try and beat him with Toxapex. But I mean, we have to stall out his Roost. That's the only thing we can do. So I mean, he's not doing any sort of damage to us at all, and he's going for another Brave Bird here. And we'll just, in fact, we'll just stay in. I don't care. It really doesn't matter. They're all burned except for Keldeo, which is going to be poisoned, which is exactly what I wanted. He doesn't have, yeah, I knew he didn't have Defog on this mon at all. And so he's at 8 more Roosts. So yeah, we can do this. We can definitely do this. The last game I play is always, every single time, it's always a, like, stall game. Or not even like a stall game. It's always a game where, like, they end up trying to, like basically stall me out with, like, a Skarmory. I use the word stall sparingly, but that's exactly what he's doing right now. Like, Iron Head flinching doesn't do anything to him. I would be doing it right now, but like, again, it's a Skarmory, and if he's taking 27 from Thunder Punch, 27, like, Jesus. If he's doing that little, then Iron Head would be doing like 4. So at that point, there's nothing we can do. We just have to stall him out and hope his Whirlwinds don't, like, do us in. Again, this is where sacking Driller was, like, really bad for us, but if he got up all these spikes, it was still hard for us regardless. So just keep Thunder Punching. He's at 5, and the burn was extremely crucial because that's, what is that? Like, that's like, I want to say 15 turns that he didn't get recovery. So 15 times 6, that's like a lot. That's 90. That's 90% that he didn't just recover. He'd be at full for certain. And every single time we Scald, every single time we just attack him, and we see if we outlast him, which I'm actually, at this point, I'm not sure. Like, it's going to be Regenerator Toxapex. As he's at 4, like, we might do this. Scald's actually doing 24, so he's maxed with, like, physically defensive, no, nothing else. Because it's a Toxapex, and we're doing that much to him. Like, there's nothing you can say. So, he actually has to Roost here, because we'll 2-hit KO him if he doesn't. So, that's another Roost. I'm literally not certain who will win. I don't think the Keldeo can beat me. It's just if the... I think the Latios Thunderbolt can do something. Yeah, it's the Latios Thunderbolt. And we just have to, like, I guess recover stall him a bit. Yeah, he still has 2 more, so our Jirachi is going to be way too low. We're not even going to live Thunderbolt at all. So he wastes another white right there. I say waste, but I mean, it doesn't, you know. He just uses another one right there. And we will actually be able to 2-hit KO him after this next one. Actually, that's not right. He has 1 more. So he has 1 more. Yeah, our Jirachi is actually a little bit too low right now. So that sucks for us. We might lose this game to that Lottie. So he'll Roost here. and we'll get up another Thunder Punch. Whirlwind us out. And, alright, cool. So now it's Toxapex versus the world, because he's out of roosts. He'll Whirlwind one more time. And I think that when he Whirlwinds us, after we kill him with Jirachi, we hard switch to Toxapex, just so we have, like, a switch in. In fact, I'm not sure. I'm literally not sure. Well, we'll deal with it when we come to it. I actually think we lose, to be honest. But I don't know. There's no way of knowing. He actually doesn't Whirlwind us out, which I think was the wrong play, because now we're already in our Toxapex, and we can just, like, that actually does. So he actually Whirlwinds there. I don't know what these plays are. Someone's gonna have to help me. Like, obviously we should have scalded there if he was just gonna Whirlwind. That might have been greedy on our part, but like at the same time, like what? I don't know what kind of plays that is. We don't ever lose to Calm Mind Keldeo, by the way. So he goes into this mon, and we're not even close to faster than him. But we do get a turn of burn, which is nice. We have to see how much Thunderbolt's going to do. And I think we can recover stall him a bit. This is what he did to us, right? He literally just roost and Whirlwind stalled us to absolute oblivion. Like I said, I mean, I said before the battle that Skarmory and just Pokemon of Skarmory's typing were just an immediate issue. So he goes for that. We'll see how much he's doing right now with his attack. 48. So with our Black Sludge recovery, we actually stall this out, I want to say. And that's all we can do. We're playing around with Thunderbolt Paras, by the way. And critical hits as well, but less crits, more Thunderbolt Paras. Because with the Black Sludge recovery, we're actually just recovering 6% every turn, if not more. If he just does 50 every time, we're recovering 6 every turn. So we just recover stall this to oblivion. To screw this guy, because he did the same thing with Skarmory, so I don't even feel bad. This is what a Toxapex is supposed to do, and just make lives annoying for you. So all I can do is recover stall him, and we don't lose this game. We don't ever lose this game to this guy. This guy is actually not my friend. Not my friend. That's exactly what he is not. He's at 7% now, and I think he should realize that we're doing this to him, but it doesn't matter at this point. Like, Darth Lottie is not an issue, and we end up at full, and versus the Keldeo, it's gonna come in, get poisoned, and I believe that's looking like a GG. That's looking like the whole entire game. So, glad that we ended up going. I think we ended up going 4 in this live. That's all you could ask for. Couldn't ask for better mons. As he taunts there. Okay. So let's see if we can actually do this, because he can taunt, but I mean, I think we still beat him, because I don't think he has any sort of coverage move. That's the only thing. The T-Spike was completely clutch. Like, that was so clutch for us. 2 layers questionable. Two layers questionably could have done something for us. But yeah, if you're just Sacred Sword, then I don't care, and you might just forfeit here. We'll and yeah, we don't even have to recover. Yeah, so that's a GG right there. I'm really glad. So yeah, he forfeits there, and we end up winning again. So glad we didn't lose to that Lottie. Crucial turn in that last game was the burn on Lottie. Obviously, we could just recover stall him out when it came down to just Toxapex. So yeah, another key turn was me like sacking my Excadrill for no reason. But I should have probably kept it alive for Rabbit Spins, so we didn't get Whirlwind stalled around immediately. But anyway, it all turned out really well. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, SuperJirachi signing off.